Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
Yo, what's happening? I am Scrooge Brunson.
And I am S. Foster.
That's right. You tuned into another episode of the Viewers Anonymous podcast where we give you our very own reviews and takes of movies and TV straight out of Hollywood. Before we get into the nonsense, make sure you follow us on socials on Instagram and Twitter at ViewerAnonPod. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at VA Pod Watch Group. You can follow us on YouTube at Viewers Anonymous. Make sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and notification bell. Also, you can join us up on Patreon. We just dropped a new episode with all our behind-the-scenes episodes, all our behind-the-scenes content, all that good stuff. Go and check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/viewersanonymous. And last but not least, make sure if you are listening to this or if you are watching this, please do that on Spotify. And if you are on Spotify, make sure you search us up and hit that follow button for us. What's up, bro?
Can't call it, man. Just trying to figure out this thing we call life, bro. You know how it is. Shoot, man. This is my 6-day week this week, so got to put in that OT tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to it.
Hey,
but
man.
you know what I'm saying, gotta do what you gotta do out here in these streets, man. But other than that, man, I'm surviving, man. Just watching a lot of content. We were just talking about that before we got started. Coming up with some new ideas, some new content that came out that I'm looking forward to watch. So, But how about you, man? How you feeling? Everything good?
Oh man, I'm feeling great. I've been juicing with my mom, so you know what I'm saying. We're gonna get all natural juices.
Oh yeah. You was telling me about that.
Yeah. So a lot of big changes happening.
Okay.
A lot of big changes happening, man. Hey, bro, I tell you this: if you do start juicing, make sure you got a plan to go with it.
Okay.
Be careful when you juicing.
Yeah.
Be careful when you juicing, because what I do is when I wake up in the morning, I grab a juice, and that'll be my breakfast. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, eating fruit for breakfast ain't a bad idea. It gets you through the day. It's good. It's filling. You ain't thirsty. You really ain't hungry, man. But let me tell you something, bro. She made one with like apples, oranges, and like ginger,
Mm-hmm.
and it was good. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool. And she made one with apples and grapes. Hey, bro, delicious. But when I tell you about 10 o'clock hit, bro, I was racing home to use the restroom. Bro. So I didn't know that grapes are like a natural laxative.
Yeah. If you don't do grapes on the regular, yeah, they'll sneak up on you. They'll sneak up on you.
Yeah, so yeah. Needless to say, yeah, I almost didn't make it one day. But I was yeah, it was a close call, man. It was a close call. But you know what I'm saying, just been juicing. Been you know what I'm saying, doing some light jogging here and there. You know, just trying to get my fitness up. Feeling good, man.
What's up, man? That's good to hear, man. Because I mean, look, man, the older you get, the better you need to get. I've been trying. I need to get myself right, man. But I'm gonna start making some changes. Because people always tell me, they're like, man, you know, you look healthy, or you know, shit like that. I say, man, I'm the most unhealthiest, like semi-skinny person you've seen. I said, but I destroy my body on the inside. All right, it may look all right on the outside, but I was like nah. I need to start, you know, getting more greens and you know, and I tend to drink more water in the summertime.
Yeah,
simply because it's hotter. But once the winter time hit, but I'd be like, yeah, I ain't trying to drink no water.
And you gotta force yourself to do it, man. You
I
gotta force
know
yourself to
that's the
do
thing.
it. Cause I don't buy juice or pop. I don't buy none of that. My
Yeah,
only like bad habit is the energy drinks.
that's one thing I do stay away from. Like I got this one place, this it's called the Nutrients Bar or something like that. This one
Mm-hmm.
place on my route, and like they be offering me like something to drink all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, today I finally said, all right, man. I was like, what you got, man? What you got? And then he was like, we got energy drinks, we got nutrients drink. I forget it was something else. And I was like, well, I don't do energy drinks. I said I try to stay away from that. So
Mm.
he gave me this some kind of shake. Um it's supposed to have all this like calcium and all this stuff like that. So
Okay.
I had got one of those or whatever, but
Was it
yeah,
good?
yeah, it was good, man. It was salted caramel. And
Mm.
man, nah, it was all right. It was all
Hey,
right.
bro, you wanna know a cheat code in life, bro? Go to McDonald's, get you a mocha frappe with Oreo pieces. Clutch. My little sister got me hip to that. Very clutch.
I can see that. I can see that. That sound good. That sound
And Dunkin' Donuts got a toasted, what is it? A toasted white mocha latte or something like that. Mm,
good.
it's
Okay.
good, real good.
Cool. Man, let me tell you something. I know this might be a crazy switch, man, but
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, and maybe we could get more into this, like, you know what I'm saying, the next time we do a Patreon episode or whatever, but
Yeah,
it's just something I want to speak on. Like, man, we done lost 3 legends, man, in like a week.
bro. Roy Ayers, bro.
Roy Ayers, Angie Stone, and
Yep.
we just lost fucking Dwayne Wiggins, man, from Tony
And
Tony Tone, man. You know
right,
what I'm saying? Raphael Sadiq brother, man.
it was natural causes with him, though, right?
No, cancer.
Cancer.
Yeah, he died of
Damn.
cancer.
No, I'm tripping. That was Gene Hackman. They
Yeah,
just
that was
declared
Gene Hackman.
today.
Yeah,
Him and his wife was they said it was natural causes. So man, but rest in peace to every last one of them. Condolences to all their families and friends. But man, I tell you, bro, Roy Ayers and Angie Stone, them two. When I heard that, yeah,
see, I was more affected with Dwayne because like Tony Tone is probably like my third favorite group of all time.
mm,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, like I know it's always been like I'm a huge mid condition guy. Like I would go mid
okay.
condition, you know what I'm saying? I would go the Isley brothers, and then I'll probably go Tony Tone, and then a toss up between Drew Hill and Jodeci. Like that's like
Hey,
my shit.
not for nothing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You can't have Jodeci last.
Well, I said it's a toss up. I said it's a toss up because they can switch. Because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because
Can't
like
have no last, bro.
the thing about Jodeci, like
Mm-hmm.
just for me personally, like they got about 8, about 7, 8 bona fide hits for me. But
So think, come and talk
Drew,
to me.
come talk to me. Stay,
Stay,
Fiendin', uh,
feeling forever, my
cry for
lady.
you, forever,
Cry
my
for you.
lady.
That's it.
Um, uh, what's the other joint? What's the other joint? It's
Keep your head up. I mean, not keep your head up. Got to get on up.
yeah, get on up. It was another one, man. It was on the Diary of a Mad Band, and I can't remember the name of it. But you got to understand, like but some of it, and some people tend to,
What's the one? Is it you everything I need?
but like no, but like look, I don't
No,
get me wrong,
that's cry. That's cry. I'm thinking of cry. Never mind.
but And like I said, it's a toss up. Like it just really depends. But yeah, man. But for Tone, man, and Dwayne for what he actually meant to the group. I know Raphael was the one that kind of stood alone, but one of my favorite ones was led by Dwayne, and that was Whatever You Want. Whatever You Want was fire. Like that.
And
That
that's
was
a
a fire.
oh, never mind. I'm thinking to lay your head on my pillow. Never mind.
But like, yeah, man. I just wanted to mention it, man. I know that's music. I know that wasn't in movies and stuff, but it was just something that was just sitting on me. I was like, God, boy, we done lost like three. I mean, and even Angie, man. Angie had some hits, man.
Hey,
Angie had some hits.
more than that, nigga, she was a pioneer.
Yeah, she was a pioneer when she was Angie B.
Yep, used to be a hip hop artist, turned from a hip hop artist to a neo soul act, one of the biggest neo soul acts at that time. Not only that, merged forces with another neo soul act in D'Angelo.
From South Carolina. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hey man, let me tell you something, bro.
I ain't gonna put out some of the other reports that was, you know what I'm saying? But it some
Some
of her
bad shit.
her and D'Angelo shit.
Oh nah, I mean that's that niggas go through that. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? Niggas
I
go
mean,
through that. Not all the time, but niggas go through that.
nah, it was some other shit, man. Like, and I hate when they do this, man. Where they try to put out like it was just some shit because when she got pregnant by D'Angelo,
Uh-huh.
I think she was 34 and he was 19. So it was like
Nah, hell nah. What?
so it was some shit where people tried to say that she was grooming him and shit. Like,
Okay, nah. Cause
and,
then that little nigga gotta be ain't no way. Cause Angie Stone came out when she was doing the neo soul shit in what, the 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s.
it had to be mid because D'Angelo came out in what 98, 99?
That nigga came out like 97, 98.
And so and
Brown Sugar is old as
yeah,
fuck.
yeah, Brown Sugar is old.
Matter of fact, it might be 96, 97. I know
But
for a fact Brown Sugar is older than my little sister.
yeah, and D'Angelo is only like 50 something.
Yeah, how old was she?
She was 63.
She wasn't no damn 34 then.
It was something like that. 32 something.
Man,
It
let
was
me tell you something. This is the thing. See, this is what I don't like about these like newer people in this new generation. Back then, that was a trophy, my nigga. If he was 19, salute to him. Fuck we
Hey,
talking about, man. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing that shit. The nigga 19 years old, bro. He's not 16. He's not 15. The nigga's not 12. The nigga's 19. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know what niggas was doing at 19 in the streets?
hey,
They
man,
was
that's
looking
just
for
like,
grown ass women. This
that's
nigga
just
Q had a whole girlfriend.
that's what I was just about to say.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
Yolanda, you know what I'm saying? A
Yeah,
whole
he
nurse
was
out
looking
here
at
in
the
these
Q
streets.
like that. He's the man. Come on, bro. So at 19, he's smashing the man. Please,
Yeah, man. But
grooming. There ain't no damn grooming. If anything was getting no, don't do that. Can't say that.
yeah. Let they go.
But
But we
needless
lost
to
some
say,
legends, man. Just wanted to
yeah.
say that, man.
Needless to say, man, they need to keep Angie Stone's name out their mouth if they ain't got nothing good to say about it. But the one that hit me the hardest is Roy Ayers, bro. You talking about pioneer? You talking about an icon? You talking about a legend? Just somebody who did not just a lot for funk, not a lot for jazz or R&B. I'm talking about just for music in general. You know what I'm saying? Um, Not only did he have his own legacy, but then to come and work with people like Erykah Badu, Kendrick Lamar, and so many different others, bro. Like, yeah. And then the influence that he just had on a lot of people's music is just crazy, bro. So rest in peace to every last one of those people, man.
Yeah.
Truly will be missed, won't be forgotten at all. I can say that for a fact. Will not be forgotten, but definitely will be missed.
Yes, sir.
So today's episode is about a movie that I'm gonna be honest with you. Still don't know what it's about. Okay, I don't know what the purpose of this movie was. I don't know what this shit had to do with anything. However, it came out in 2022, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Yaya Abdul-Mateen, Elza Gonzalez, Garrett Dillahunt, and Keira O'Donnell. And it's about two brothers who are ex-criminals going on the one of the biggest bank heists of their careers, which might end up being the very last bank heist of their careers. Okay, so starting this shit off, I didn't know what was going on. I was confused about all this because I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, this is about to be, a weird situation where this nigga Yaya is getting held hostage by Jake Gyllenhaal in the ambulance. That's what I thought. This is what I'm thinking starting off because Yaya on the phone, he trying to talk to the VA or whatever, trying to get, some help because I believe his wife had cancer. Oh, shout out to Moses Ingram who played his wife as well too. So I'm sitting here watching. I'm like, damn. First off, shitty way to start a movie off. If you talking about getting down in the dumps, this is how you do it. Okay, the man can't get no help on the phone. He done spoke to I don't know how many representatives, and now he like, man, I'm gonna just go out here and try to get a job, whatever. So he's a struggling vet who pretty much is trying to get some money and stuff. So I gathered that. I'm like, all right, cool. So then, like I said, the title of the movie is called Ambulance. I'm like, all right, this nigga is about to go drive an ambulance. Maybe he, was an EMT or he had medical experience, in the military. So maybe he about to go try to get a job driving an ambulance. I don't know how driving an ambulance works. So he didn't do that at all. He go to see Jake Gyllenhaal. Now, before he go to see Jake Gyllenhaal, she say, hey, I don't want you with Danny. And he like, man, ain't nobody talking about Danny. I ain't talked to Danny in about 2 months. I didn't know who Danny was at first. He pull up on Jake Gyllenhaal. He calling this nigga Danny. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, cool. Then they start saying they was brothers. All right. So now it's really getting interesting because how the fuck are they brothers?
Man, see, hold on, man. We gotta pause this. First of all, the way that the movie originally starts that you skipped over is this black kid walking like he homeless, and then he walks into this white kid, and then next thing you know, you start seeing them playing together, and then obviously you see that they end up bringing them in, adopting them or whatever, and then that's how they are brothers. Secondly, how
the fuck are we supposed to make that connection to Yaya being his goddamn boy brother?
Man, yo, it was okay. It was obvious.
They didn't call him. They didn't say nobody's name, no nothing.
They didn't say nobody's name, but it was kind of obvious that they ended up living together, and so they adopted him.
After he called him his brother, yeah.
So, but then like the whole veteran thing. Now that part pissed me off for the simple fact of, like you said, yeah, it's a downer way to start a movie. Absolutely. But it's also the reality of they don't give a fuck about the veterans.
That's a fact.
So watching that scene really pissed me off because it's like, bro, so this dude wife over here, he trying to get this experimental fucking treatment for his wife or whatever. Insurance companies won't talk to him. Nobody is giving this dude anything. And then what made me mad was like just the fact of like, he has to take on that quote unquote man role and be like, oh, babe, everything's going to be fine, man. I got this job interview. Like, we got it. Well, he told her that we got it. He was like, we got it. Don't worry about it. The money's fine and all this type of shit. And it's like, damn, man, he got to sit here, lie to his wife, and then go figure this shit out. And that shit. It's real man shit. But it's like, like that's when you kind of knew, like, all right, man, some shit about to go bad. And so then,
Well, see, I didn't think that at first. I
See,
didn't think that at first.
I did because I'm telling you, when he walked, first of all, he walks into this place. Shout
Mm-hmm.
out to Wale. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, yeah. Shout out to Wale for sure.
Shout out to Wale. He's sitting at the front. He's telling him, "Yo, don't touch nothing." You know what I mean? You walk in, you see a line of fucking cars. It's
A
like,
couple lines.
yo, what did this motherfucker do?
Right. Now,
Something
see,
ain't right.
that's why I said that's initially why I said I didn't think nothing was bad because when you see him come in, it's all these exotic cars and shit. I'm like, all right, well, maybe this nigga's a car dealer, and then you start seeing niggas with fixing shit. I'm like, okay, maybe they like fix exotic cars or like
So,
do customs or some shit like that. And then he like, yeah, come back here to our break room or whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, this nigga living pretty good. What's so bad about this nigga? You eventually find out.
well, yeah, and then you see the one vet that got bullet holes in it. It's like, come on, it's got to give you some sign. There's some funny shit
Okay,
going
I didn't
on.
see that.
Yeah, because he asked him, he said, "Yo, what's up with the vet?" And they put the camera on it, and it got a whole bunch of bullet holes in it. And so then he's like, "Yo, tell that dude to get off the phone." So he was like, "Yo, you want some coffee and all this type of shit?" He asking about his daughter, not daughter, his wife and his son, and all this type of shit. So he gets to do that. Hey, is this the guy? He was like, "No,
That's
this
when it
ain't the
got.
guy."
That's when
And
it
it's
got
like,
weird. That's when it
and
got
and,
weird.
and he looked at him like, "Here we go." Like he already knew, like here we go. Like putting me in some shit without even talking to me.
Right.
And so then he's like, "Yo, this guy." He's like, "No, that's not the guy." We're like, "What you mean? Like you the guy?" So then he tries to tell a joke, talking about he looked like somebody from a certain movie and all this type shit.
Yeah.
And so then basically he asked him, "Yo, I need some money from you." He was like, "I do what I need to do, whatever, whatever." But I think what he was thinking, "Yo, we could do what we used to do in the past." You know what I'm saying? Do a little small. I do a little small job for you, and but I need basically 200,000. So he's like, "Yo, like I got this big thing coming up, whatever, whatever." He was like, "Man, you just do this." He's like, "Man, I could get you." I forgot what the number was.
He said like
11
triple
million.
the number. Yeah,
Yeah,
he said
it
like
was
triple
something.
the
Yeah, it was something crazy. 12 million or something.
number.
And
Mm-hmm.
he was like, "Man, just do this one job for me." He was like, "No, man, I'm not trying to do that. Like, that's too big, blah, 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 all this type of shit." And he was like, he basically told him, "Yo, I don't have it."
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "I don't have it, but I need you to do this one job with me or whatever." And he was like, "Yo, I see what you're doing." He was like, "This dude, I come in here, you tell me, is this the guy?" Obviously, you already now threw him into it before you even asked him in the first place. And it's like, that's when you knew, like, yo, this is about to be. Because, see, I watched the trailer. I guess you didn't watch the trailer going into it. See, I watched the trailer. So I knew it was going to be a bank robbery. And when I heard that man say, "Is this your guy?" He was like, "Nah, this ain't my guy." This was the worst planned bank robbery of all time.
He's the worst planned bank robber of all time.
Like,
This nigga was on the FBI's most wanted list.
And then he's in the bank. No
mask,
face
no
cover,
nothing.
no mask. But the thing is, people knew about him. And this is what kind of gave me the town vibes because it was a family business in the town where, you know what I'm saying, everybody knew this family was robbing banks in fucking Boston, but the police couldn't do shit about it.
Right.
But this is another part that's crazy about it. The FBI was already casing the place out. They already knew.
Exactly.
That
wasn't the FBI. That was the task force.
Oh, well, task force.
Yeah,
so
that was the task force. That was what's his name? Captain Monroe's people.
Yeah, so they already knew that they was gonna hit the bank, but they didn't know that they was gonna come in through the garage or whatnot, because they were sitting out front just like waiting for them to pull up.
And they was waiting for that certain I think it was a Mustang.
Corvette. Remember the Corvette got shot up. No. It was a Charger, because the Charger was sitting there, or the Challenger was sitting there, but they ended up taking another car.
They took the truck
because they knew that it had a tracker on it.
Yeah,
that's why they left it. So that was the only smart thing that they did, was leave that fucking car, because they knew that car had a tracker on it. Other than that, man, these motherfuckers pull up at the bank.
Well, no, hold on. You got to give them some credit though, because that wasn't the only smart thing that they did. When they got into the bank, everything that they did was going according to plan. Until, what is this fuck nigga's name? Officer Zach. This fucking loser. This loser right here. So he go to the bank. You know what I'm saying? Go make a deposit or withdraw, whatever the fuck dude did.
No,
He
no, no,
gets
no. He go to the bank to holler at the girl, bro.
no. Before that, he had went to the bank already.
Oh,
Remember, they
that's
was in the car talking
yeah.
about it.
He didn't get her. Yeah.
Right. And then he was talking to Officer Mark. So he in the car, he telling them about, oh man, you know, it's this new teller, man. She's so beautiful and blah, blah, blah. And Officer Mark, like, man, why you ain't get her number, nigga? He like, you know, oh man, I don't know if I should do this. Man, we turning around. We about to go back to the bank. Come on, we going back to the bank. You walk in there, you march in there, you get her number. That's who fucked it up. Fucking
Okay.
Officer Zach. If it wasn't for him, they'd have got away with it.
Well, Officer Mark too. First of all, don't be pushing. If your partner was too scared to holler at this girl, all right, man, try another day. All right, that's number one. Number two,
yeah, because they are on patrol.
Yeah, y'all supposed to be doing your job, patrolling shit, making sure real shit don't supposed to be happening, real crimes, and you like, yeah, you pitching woo on the job, son. That's what they was doing.
Absolutely,
all right.
Absolutely.
So then these mugs in the truck. So my man pull up in the truck, and the truck dies, bro.
Yeah,
and then then Officer Mark
help him start the motherfucker up.
Help him start the damn truck.
So far, so good. I'm telling you, so far, so good.
Ass, man. Yo, y'all are in the bank, like your truck breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You got a cop in there while y'all robbing the bank.
Yeah, you got a cop in there, and then he told him the wrong name, and then the cop kind of put it together. Like once because he asked her, "Do you know Kim's last name?" And he said,
which is a wild ass question.
Well, he was supposed to know because he quote unquote worked there.
Nigga, why didn't he just ask her what her last name was?
Yeah, he want to come up being all damn like, man, look, you knew her name was Kim, man. Just say Kim. You don't need her last name.
You can learn her last name later. Go get her number and get the fuck out of there. You have a job to do, officer.
Yo, and then he was scared. He's like, man, it's kind of quiet and empty in here. Nah, bitch, the damn door was just locked, and you want to come in here when we told you we quote unquote is doing like a transfer or whatever. It's like I get it. I felt that Danny was like, if I push more, it would be suspicious.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, now he don't know the policy for the bank.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there could be a situation where it's like, yo, maybe this is a very huge transfer.
Mm-hmm.
We lock the doors because we don't want anything suspicious happening. Yeah, we get that you a cop. Just give us a few minutes. Whatever, all this type of shit. But to me, it was one of those things where everything just started to fall apart all at the same time.
Right.
Because it was like once he found out that they was robbing the place, like everything went downhill from there.
Oh man.
Everything went downhill from there. Then they walking around, you know what I'm saying? Big guns in the air, all of these damn windows and shit. So Officer Mark see that they just walking that, you know what I'm saying? Officer Zach down with a gun. And then the other cops, they figure out, then what's your dude name? The damn one guy, Monroe, he going down the road in the smallest car known to man with one of the biggest dogs of all time. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? And so then this huge ass shootout happens. Like I'm looking at this like, yo, this was the worst bank robbery I've ever seen. Out of all the bank movies I've seen, I've never seen one this poorly executed.
Well, you keep saying poorly executed. It was executed just fine. It's just certain things happen that kind of fucked everything up.
I get certain, there was certain. First of all, yeah, you don't account for a cop wanting to holler at a girl.
Exactly.
But it's just like there was no plan B's. Then the dude that's driving the truck was at the wrong door. The dudes come out and they was like,
well,
yo,
he didn't have a choice because of the whole truck shutting down thing.
Yeah,
And the officer was literally right there.
Yeah, the cop. Well, he was blocking the thing. So I'm not gonna say like, yeah, the cops did throw the hugest monkey wrench in there, but it was just like, come on, y'all. Then these dudes got stuck in a parking garage. They couldn't get out. They running around with a cop the whole time. And then this is what pissed me off though, and I need your opinion on this.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's his name? So, Officer Zach makes a move on Danny.
Right.
Got the drop on Danny. Will shoots him twice.
Mm-hmm.
And then Danny's mad because he shot him.
Yeah, because now shit is about to get hectic.
Yeah, but he got the drop on your ass. Maybe you should have been more, you know what I'm saying, on your game. And I don't like the one thing was Will, you could tell. Will went to the army because, like he told him when they had that whole, you know what I'm saying, confrontation at the shop or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Like, yo, I went to the army because I wanted a purpose. It was like, even though I grew up with y'all, two fucking professional bank robbers, and yes, I was involved in some of those bank robberies as well, but I became a decorated fucking whatever Marine or whatever he ended up being.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he had all these medals because they showed us like all his medals and, you know what I'm saying, the flag and all this type of shit. So obviously he did a phenomenal job, and then he ended up getting some different morals when he went away. And so then to come back and be like, shit, Danny's still doing the same shit, taking over the family business, robbing banks and all this type of shit. But he was stuck between a rock and a hard place because it's like, all right, so I got this wife over here. I got this son. My wife is sick. I'm a veteran, and these people won't help me out. So he figured, yo, this is the way that I can get this kind of money this fucking fast.
Mm-hmm.
So Will the whole time is on edge, not wanting to do this shit. So for any like natural human like emotion, you're gonna feel for Will, and then it's like, shit, they ain't done shot the cop. So now it kind of put you in the middle of Will, and it's like, but he's trying to say Danny, but
not necessarily, because the only reason he shot the cop was to save his brother.
He did, but I don't know, man. But before we pick back up on this, people, if y'all are tired of expensive energy drinks that give y'all little to no results, then W Energy got you covered with a selection of energy or hydration drink mix with a variety of unique tasting flavors, which I got my cup right here still. Got me a new flavor today. I'm on.
What you got today?
I got lemonade. I got lemonade watermelon today. That's what I'm drinking today. And like I said, great tasting flavors, no jitters, no crash, zero sugar, zero filters, just clean energy.
That's absolutely right. And I too have mine right here. You know what I'm saying? Blue raspberry energy drink. You know what I mean? We out here. You know what I'm saying? I had to mix it up today. But with ingredients like coffee fruit extract and B vitamins, W is the best choice for energy or hydration. You can even get a cool shaker to mix your drink in. Either one, like the one we just showed you guys. But they also have some that are with designs that are inspired by creators, anime, and video games. Head over to w.gg and use code VAPOD for 10% off your next order. That's w.gg with the code VAPOD and get 10% off your next order. Fuel up and stay focused with W.
Okay, so so while all this shit is going on, we got FBI agent Clark, right?
Mm-hmm.
This dude is in a therapy meeting with his husband.
Right.
And his husband is talking about how, you know, he's not present. He's focused on his new job. All this bullshit. It's like, yo, that's when you start to realize it's like, yo, it don't matter if you with a woman or not. Like, you tripping on my job, tripping on work. Like, come on, man.
It's always one motherfucker that's gonna complain in a relationship for sure.
Yeah, like, man, my man got a new job, man. You know what I'm saying? He trying to move up in the world, and you over here bitching. So he gets the phone call. Yeah, he gets the phone call. There's a bank robbery because he's the head of like the bank robbery division part of the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
So he already know just from the type of job that's really kind of going down. But anyway, so I wanted to mention him because then you got Cam over here. You got Cam and her fucking partner. He's trying to hit on her because she's just a fine ass damn, you know what I'm saying, EMT.
Definitely
And
fine.
he's trying to figure out why don't nobody want to work with her. And so she has this one thing when she gets this girl out, that was a wild ass car accident. First of all, this one had a whole like fence through her stomach. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, so she say the girl gets there, and then she's like, "Yo, let's go eat tacos." And he's
Mm-hmm.
like, "Yo, like I'm about to throw up," and you just like, "Yo, let's go eat," like whole little shit. So anyway, so we see that Cam is a person who takes her job like, "Yo, our job is to get them there alive
Right.
and
So they
keep
can
it
be
pushing."
saved.
Yeah, like it's not our job to sit here and think about these people all day, which I'm not mad at her thinking, because if you sit there and you keep thinking about like, oh, I wonder, are they okay? Are they okay? Are they
That
okay?
should
It's
have
like,
wear down on you.
yeah, and then you're not going to be focused on the new task at hand. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure like they have to have like a whole bunch of adrenaline rushes like all day with different types of situations, gunshot
Man,
wound, stab
it's
wound, car
they
accident.
say they say it's like that when you do like hospice nurses.
Mhm.
They say like they do the same thing with hospice nurses. They tell them like, hey, try to be as emotionally detached as you can, because you be with somebody for so long, and the whole purpose of them is to what I'm saying, comfort them in passing or whatever. Like that shit is rough, bro.
I believe it. I
Yeah.
believe it definitely. And so uh, so they end up getting a call that
Mm-hmm.
there's a bank robbery, and they're right down the street. They get down there, and like I said, officers acting have been shot, so they end up leaving him, and so they trapped in the damn parking garage.
Mm-hmm.
So the garage. So the ambulance getting through because they said because Officer Mark came up to him, saw that he was shot, officer down, all this type shit. So they bring the ambulance down there, and that's how the whole ambulance get into this whole situation. Is they pick up Officer Zach, they on their way out. Danny hop out, get the driver out, tell uh tell Will to drive. Will put on a good acting performance, say, we got an officer in the back, shot, all the type of shit. They get out. Then it gets out over the radio because they found the real fucking driver of the
Right.
EMT. And then that's when this chase starts. Yo, this is where this movie get crazy.
Yeah, because this nigga is literally driving the ambulance like Fast and Furious through the city. And the only thing that's stopping them from knocking this motherfucker over is that it's a possibility that the cop could be dead in there.
Yes.
Which, let's talk about that.
Yes.
They was driving around that whole city for maybe about what? I don't know, 4 or 5 hours?
It was a long time.
Yeah. That nigga Jack should have died, bro.
Yeah, they performed surgery, bro.
They performed surgery. She did a
They
blood transfusion. Like,
yo, yo, not just that. She has to
bro,
she has to call her ex, who is a doctor,
man,
FaceTime him and FaceTime two other doctors. So there are three doctors on FaceTime
instructing
talking to
her
her.
on how to do surgery in the fucking middle of a high speed ambulance chase.
Yeah, to the point where they had to slow the ambulance down to like 20 miles per hour, bro. I'm sitting here like, and I said at the beginning of the pod, I'm trying to stay off of this shit of like, yo, this would never happen. But it's like, are you kidding me?
Man, you know how fast they'd have stopped that goddamn ambulance and killed that cop? That
Yo,
shit would have been over with. The cop would have got killed. They'd have blamed it on them two. Them niggas would have went to jail for 100 years apiece, bro.
Yo, crazy. So then they find out who's behind all this shit. Come to find out, and this is what really pissed me off. FBI agent Clark figures out that the person that's behind this whole shit is Danny Sharp. And first, one thing that tripped me out, I'm surprised you didn't bring this up. They asked Agent Clark where he was from. He was like, "Yeah, I'm from Dayton, Ohio." So
I didn't hear that.
yeah. So when he first came up, it was like, "Where you from?" Because they was trying to see was he from the city because he didn't know the city as well as they did. And he was like, "Dayton, Ohio." And he was like,
he
"Look,
didn't say Dayton. He didn't say Dayton. He said somewhere else. He said Ohio though. He said somewhere else. He didn't say Dayton because that's when you talking about when dude was like fucking implants or some shit. He said a tourist or something. Like
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Nah, he didn't say Dayton. No, he said somebody. He said somewhere else.
Well, somewhere in Ohio, goddamn." So anyway, he's like, "Yo, that's Danny Sharp." I went to college with him. It's like we went to what did they take? Sociology or something. They took something, and he was like, "So you telling me you went to school with this bank robber?" He was like, "Yeah, he went to school to learn about us, basically." He was like, it was his dad's idea to send him so he can learn like the inside game. And he was just like, he ended up taking that route, not took this route. And it's just like, you're telling me, what are the odds of a guy going to college because his dad told him to go to college, right? End up taking a class with a guy that becomes an FBI agent, but not just the FBI agent, but be the head of the bank robbery division when you come from a family of robbing banks. Yo, get the fuck out of here. Who wrote this?
Come on, man.
Who wrote this, man?
Listen, first and foremost, I still don't know what this shit is about.
I mean, for me, it's like if I had to say, like, somebody asked, if you ask me, yo, what is this about? This is about a family that robs banks. They adopted this boy. They grew up with them. He takes a different route. He goes to the army, get married, have a baby. Wife end up having cancer. The government treat him like shit. He needs $200,000. Go to his brother, and his brother like, yo, let's just do one last score, and you have all the money you need to get your wife this treatment.
I got even better one for you. This is a movie about a nigga making bad decisions. let's just say that. It's about a movie about a nigga making bad decisions. Multiple bad decisions. This is the first bad decision was to lie to his wife about getting that goddamn job. Because if he ain't robbed the bank that day and he came home and ain't had no goddamn job, she's gonna cuss his ass out. So let's get that out the way. The second bad decision that he made was going over there to talk to Danny. After you done said you ain't talked to that man in 2 months, begging for some money. That's the first place you fucked up. The third place you fucked up was why didn't you just go to the VA? Why don't you just go to the place and talk to the people instead of calling them on the phone?
The thing is, I think because it was experimental, I think that they just look at that type shit of like, yo, we're not covering some shit that's not even FDA approved or whatever. Like,
see, that's where you got to start. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to start doing some crime, just start lying to the VA.
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah, the whole ambulance chase, man, it threw me off. Like the whole them fighting him, you know, everybody knowing that Will is his temperament is different. Like and then they're thinking, first of all, I could look it up, but armed robbery, once you put the armed in there, and then not only is it armed robbery, but y'all was holding people hostage and you held a cop hostage. What make you think the time from this cop dying from just armed robbery and kidnapping is not going to be very similar to if this cop dies or not? That's the one thing. Another thing that really kind of pissed me off about this movie is because they are so focused on we can't let him die. We can't let him die. We can't let him die. It's like, bro, armed robbery and kidnapping, that's going to push you up to about at least 80, 100 years right there.
Yeah, but nigga,
So
if
what's
you
the point?
murder a police officer, nigga, that's life.
You already shot him. That's
Nah,
attempted murder.
I'd rather be attempted than actual murder.
Man, look, man, you add all that time up, man. About
Yeah,
130
but
years.
that's what I'm saying. You got a possibility of parole, and it's a bunch of things that can happen along the way. If he dies, you ain't getting out of there. You might not go. You might not be going to jail. You might be going to hell.
Man, look, man. Failure to stop for blue lights, damaging city property. Man, they
All
got
that.
so many charges, bro.
Listen, if that cop
Man,
would have died, they wasn't getting arrested.
man, they was getting arrested regardless.
No, they wasn't gonna get arrested if Officer Zach died. I tell you that right now. They was gonna get
Well,
killed.
yeah, because when they thought that he was dead, because
Uh-huh.
the one boyfriend fucking lied to them,
Yeah.
and so then that's when they got the sniper.
Uh-huh.
And what's her name? And then
Cam.
Cam, you know, told him, yo, sniper, and kind of like made him, moved them so they didn't get hit. So it's like all of these turns of events, man. It's just like I'm watching this shit and I'm like, yo, this shit can't get no worse, but it can.
Right.
Danny calls up one of his old friends. Hey, I need a favor. I can give you, first of all, they got 2 bags. So they got it's 9 million in each bag.
Right.
Danny calls my dude and tell him I got 18 million
Mm-hmm.
if you basically cause the distraction, because Will said, yo, look, something that we would do in the army is do a diversion is
Mm-hmm.
if we, get another ambulance, couple of other ambulance, go in different directions, all that type shit. It could give us a chance to maneuver out of the shit. I think that's all Will meant. When Danny called my dude came up with his own plan. My dude like, nah,
Oh,
I'm bringing explosives in
they
here.
was tripping. The essays was tripping. Okay.
Yo, they came up with their own plan.
This nigga had a minigun and a lowrider. A radio controlled lowrider at that.
Yo, this dude had I don't know how much C4 in the back of a damn ambulance.
Yeah.
Yo, and then Officer Mark out here, Carl Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He saw my dude running because
Worst character in the movie.
I hated that too. He had the worst facial expression.
I
of
wish
all
he
time.
was been the one that got shot.
Yes, he should have been the one. Well, if he was the one in the back of that, they would have been like, "Who's in the back?" Yeah, let's just run them off.
Yeah, go ahead, take everybody in there out. That shit was over.
That chase would have lasted 5 minutes, man.
Nigga, this movie would have been 5 minutes. So, whenever he got shot, that's the end of the movie.
Oh man. So these must come up with a plan. They plan is, and then you know what I'm saying. And I was happy to see Wale get more time because I thought that was probably. I was like, oh man, he got a little cameo, man. That's cool, man. But no, like you know what I'm saying. They brought him back. He was like, man, yeah. He's like, man. He said, you want me to paint the whole truck? He started painting.
Yeah, he said, man, don't paint the windshield. Nah, I'm gonna tell you what was funny, bro. When he caught him, he was like, yeah, the flamingos came in. And he was like, all right, cool. And he was like, I need you to get the sprayer. I need you to get like 2 or 3 gallons of paint. I need you to come over and meet me at such and such and such. He was like, all right, I'm gonna bring the paint, I'm gonna bring the sprayer and the flamingos. He was like, forget about the flamingos. Don't put the flamingos. I don't know why you keep bringing up flamingos. That shit was funny.
Yeah, man. So Wale came. And so he drove an ambulance, and then he played crazy, which was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see that. But like it was just like, yo, the essays, man, they came through.
They turned that shit
violent.
up.
And then, so the one dude's son dies, get caught by Officer Mark.
Once again, fucking up.
Yep. And so now he's pissed. And so when the diversion works, they pull the ambulance in there, and he's like, yo, like. My son died in this shit.
Right.
And like it ain't no money that can fix that. So he's like, yo, basically, the girl and the cop, I want to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
But Will over here, like, nah.
Nah. Because remember, he told her, I'm gonna make sure you get out of this okay. No matter
He
what
did.
happens, I'm gonna make sure you're okay. He was a man of his word.
He was. He was. And Danny was like, yo, like, dude, like you tripping. And he was like, no, like that. I'm not rolling. Like basically, I'm ready to die today. And
Mm-hmm.
so then now they shoot it out with the essays. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whole shootout up in there, which, like I said, they was in the clear, and then people heard the gunshots. Like, yo, now we need to go in there. Now
Right.
they back on the run again. It was just like like what really got me was just like I said, nothing executed well.
Right.
Everything they came up with was a failure
An
every time.
instant dud.
And I'm watching this, and I'm like, now, like I said, you don't have a movie without it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I see what you're saying. There were some genius stuff that maybe they came up with, and maybe it was just the biggest monkey wrench is just the fact that
It
this
had to
cop
be.
that's just scared to talk to a woman,
Mm-hmm.
and they have his partner force him to go in there and talk to her. So he really kind of fucked the whole shit up. But I don't know, man. It was just this shit crazy, man. This dude FaceTiming his wife in the middle of a speed chase, and she brings it up.
And
Yo, I'm
she
just watching
don't
this.
hear nothing
None
but
of
him.
that.
She ain't hear Danny talking in the back. She ain't hear the fucking car zooming past. She ain't hear the wind blowing in the window. None of that, bro. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? But the ending to me was very, very it was lackluster, but it was surprising as well though, if I can say that. Because he shot Danny. Will shot Danny and killed him.
Yep.
And this is after Will ends up getting shot by Cam because he walked up to the back of the ambulance when they was leaving out or whatever, and she got nervous and shot him or whatever. So Will gets shot. They in the back of the ambulance. They leaving out of the place after they done killed all the essays. And then fucking Danny just go berserk.
Yeah.
He losing his shit because he think Will done died. So now he got Cam hostage. He about to leave out the back of it. They got the snipers and everything set up. And right when he get done giving his little speech and his little spiel, he about to shoot her. Bow! You just hear a gunshot and you see, you know what I'm saying, a bullet go through Danny. And you see Danny fall, you see Cam fall. And then cut to Will is up holding the gun. After just shot and killed his brother.
Yep. And then all of a sudden, the wife shows up
Mm-hmm.
at the hospital. So I don't know how she get to the hospital at the same time they got there, but hey, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So then they pull him out of the truck and they're just leaving him there basically to bleed out.
Right.
And so they pull Cam away, and Cam's like, fuck that shit. So she goes back. She's like, yo, he saved my life. I'm going in and I'm making sure he gets what he needs.
Mm-hmm.
And so he put a whole yo, you could have gave me that brick, by the way, that brick of money, but that's fine. He's like, yo, get us to my wife. So she helps him, gets the bag, you know what I'm saying, sneaks the bag of money, sneaks the brick of money into the car seat because she was holding the baby and she put the money in the car seat. Now the wife was a G because she didn't say nothing. You know what I mean, she wasn't one of those ones that's like, you know, hey, I bought this couch and then this couch just had $1 million in it. I couldn't believe it. You know, and this shit on the news, like she ain't say a fucking word. She knew right off the rip. Oh, I bet. You know what I mean? Mouth shut, nothing.
It's time to go.
Yeah. Nah, well, she didn't leave. She stayed at the hospital.
I know, I'm just saying, but I'd have been like, it's time to go.
Yeah. I mean, you know, how long can you hold this baby with this car seat just sitting there? Like, if people gonna be looking at you, man, you ain't gonna put that baby in the car seat? Like,
with all due respect, man, fuck that baby. I'm getting his money and I'm getting the fuck out of here. This little nigga don't comply, he can stay here. But I'm getting this money and I'm getting out of here for sure.
Damn. So then they asked the cop, "Who shot you?"
Oh man.
So they show Danny, they show Will,
Mm-hmm.
and then you know what I'm saying, the dramatization shit. He points at Will and says, "He saved my life."
Mm-hmm.
So basically, pinning it on putting everything on Danny, so Will can get basically the short amount of time.
Well, I mean, Danny ended up dying, so that's good. That's cool.
Yeah, put that shit on him.
Yeah, absolutely. I ain't gonna lie, man. I really don't have much. You ready to get into the fire flames, bro?
Let's do it, man.
Yoga fire, yoga flame.
I'm gonna take the reins on this one because mine is short and sweet. I'm giving this a 3.5. To me, I think that it was a good movie because of the acting, right? The actors in this are the main actors in this, at least, are experienced enough to be able to go back and forth and do their thing. Cam did a great job. Cam did a great job, and really, I'm trying to think. That's really it. Because everybody else is like up and coming, except maybe Garrett Dillahunt, who played Captain Monroe. He did a real good job too. I don't want to say pretty good. He really did a good job too. But like outside of that, everybody else is like on their come up. So, and they didn't do a bad job either. But yeah, I'm going 3.5 just based on the acting. Because I really wanted to give it a 2.
Damn. So we were talking before the pod, and I was just like, how this movie was super hype when it came out, and I think it was because Jake is just Jake. You know what I'm saying? I would say Jake is a superstar. And then Yaya coming off of, you know what I'm saying, like 3 bangers.
Facts.
So he's really started.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you out real quick though. I forgot to mention this. This is also a Michael Bay film too.
Yeah, and that's why you see the money. You can see the money that was put into this movie.
Yeah, but it wasn't no money coming back.
Yo. But yeah, man, I'm with you. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. It was just some of the stuff was just like, come on, man. Y'all are going 10 miles per hour on the 3-way FaceTime, doing surgery with your hand in a
and then held my nigga spleen with a hair clip.
Yeah, and then no, not even just that, bro. My dude wakes up in the middle of his hand being her hand being in there, and then Will just punch him in the face.
Just to put him to sleep, by the way.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, yo.
Yeah, this is all over.
Yeah.
Let's get into coming soon.
Yeah.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
On the next episode, man, we have a documentary. This is on Hulu.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so.
Make sure you guys check really just all of your Hollywood entertainment DSPs, whether it be Netflix, Hulu, Max, one of them. This doc is on one of them for sure. But I don't know what it is, but we think it's Hulu, right?
I believe it's on Hulu because I watched it originally on originally when I watched it, I had YouTube TV at the time before I canceled it, and it was a CNN doc. But
so it's gonna be on Max then.
It might be Max. Could be, possibly. Like I said, yeah, we probably should have looked before we started.
Absolutely.
But it's on one of them, man. It's so many streaming services, man. It's crazy. But it's Luther, Never Too Much.
Absolutely. So I say I haven't watched it yet, but I'm very excited to see this one because Luther Vandross, rest in peace, is an icon himself, and also, man, bro, one of the best voices ever, bro.
Yes.
Hands down, one of the best voices ever, bro. Um, we will excuse me, we're going to get into that the next episode, so like you said, make sure you find it, watch it, tune in with us. If you're not going to watch it, you're going to wait till after you hear the episode, that's cool too. If you enjoyed this episode, if you didn't enjoy this episode, if you too was wondering how the fuck they was driving this ambulance like a NASCAR and nothing was falling over or nobody uh fell out of the fucking gurney, hit us up and let us know on the socials as we mentioned before, or you can hit us up individually. You can find me on X at Scoots Bronson. I got a link tree in my bio. You can follow me everywhere else there.
And y'all can find me at s.foster8 on Instagram, TikTok, and X. Follow the podcast 28 minutes or less. Last episode is 168, I believe, which is Carnell Jones. You know what I'm saying? The DC drug kingpin. So go check that out on all major platforms.
Okay, I thought you had said Cardell Jones. I was like, who the fuck this nigga on the quarterback for? Um, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, your support is greatly appreciated. Without you, without you, there could be no us. And like they say in Hollywood, that's a wrap.
Cut.